This is part 8 of the series, How to Help Your Kid Master Addition and Subtraction of Fractions the First Time. We're looking at subtraction with regrouping of unlike denominators. This is a problem that we've seen before in part 6 and part 7, where we're changing pieces of the problem so that kids make a connection from one part to the next. Tyler made a goal to run 3 1/4 miles on Saturday and Sunday. If he ran 3/8 of a mile on Saturday, how much farther did he need to run on Sunday to meet his goal? So we have the expression here written and the model already done. This time we're going to create a model for the part that he's going to be removing because the sizes of the parts are different. I take that and make 3/8 here at the bottom because I don't want kids to get confused and think that 3/8 is part of the 3 1/4 miles. So it's written separately here at the bottom to show that they'll be subtracting or removing 3/8 from the 3 1/4. And so it's a bubble around it. So when you're doing this, always thinking about the questions that you're going to ask the students. What do you notice about fourths and eighths? What do you think we need to do to subtract the eighths from the fourths? And of course, going through all of that questioning, you want them to see that this 1/4 that they have, that if they take those fourths and they partition them into eighths or make them into eighths, then they have everything that they need to be able to solve this problem. And it looks just like what they had before when they were doing common denominators. And so it becomes 3 2/8 instead of 3 1/4. It's an equivalent value. It just looks different. And so then they are able to solve it like they would any other problem, with thinking about if they're regrouping or not, and how to rename 3 wholes and 2/8 to make it more friendly for them to use. And in this first example, I am going to use 2 10/8 and subtract that. So I use the improper fraction and I get 2 7/8. That's one way that the kids can do it. They just have to be able to explain what their reasoning is, and to make sense of that, you want to be asking these questions so that you can make sure that they get what they need to get to apply this in other situations. Students could also choose to partition each whole into eighths, and so then it becomes 8/8 plus 8/8 is 16/8. And then 16/8 plus 8/8 more is 24/8. 24/8 plus 2/8 is 26/8. And then they do their subtraction in that way, and they come up with 23/8 and decompose it to write a mixed number. And so they end up with the same thing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to get your copy of Fractions Made Easy, a helpful resource that provides a list of support videos with pictorial representations to help you get your kids to where you want them to be.